Love it. Thank you. And thank you for bringing up the dragon ley lines too, because that's something that has really like it started to make itself aware to me in like February-ish of this year that the overarching theme of a lot of the work that we're doing is about rebirthing that energy to the up-leveled version of the new frequency. And some of the other astral research that I was doing, particularly around like the spring equinox and the eclipse season earlier in the year, was about this theme of, I've heard it called different things. I've heard it called like the changing of the guard, or oh, there was another term that Kelly Kolodny calls it, but essentially it's like the turning over of a new leaf, of kind of ending the cycles that have kept us perpetuated in everything that, we've talked about, and really truly fostering the birthing of a new paradigm of new energy. And we see it in layers, and it comes across in the ways that are relevant to our unique genome. But I was part of a group that literally witnessed and helped facilitate this rebirth energy, and almost like closing the book on the old stories and the old timeline loops, and that as a general um overarching theme, and witnessing like the replacement of that energy, and then watching the grid lines and the dragon ley lines like light up from that. And that's about the time that like Simi started doing new things in Bali, and then the grid play calls did a whole bunch of work around that, and like connecting things between like Lake Titicaca area and the Bali. And so there's just been many layers. It's all just kind of is the way I see it, as we all walk through our own individual paths with that. And so thank you to everyone that is witnessing that process and assisting in the facilitation of that rebirth that we all kind of feel like it's our shared mission at this point. It might be safe to say, but um, yeah, just what an incredible experience, and all the many, many magical things that populate in our reality on the way through that path has been really incredible to witness.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Misty and Devin and Lenny, for sharing all that. Yeah, I know that there are timekeepers here. We all have like many, many different jobs that we are, um, performing and playing many different hats that we're wearing. So thank you for all the hard work that you are doing. Thank you for co-creating with us as we work together, especially on 9/9, and we're looking forward to 10/10. Happy full moon in Aries today as well. So hopefully you are getting settled in. So I'll just kind of explain kind of the theme for today. Today is kind of a dual-hatted theme. We're going to be pre-gridding and energetically co-weaving with our community activations with JJ for part 3 of the Galactic Historians call. There's actually 2 calls, so this second call is coming up. We pre-gridded on Thursday, and I think I sent that to you in the email on the grid play call. So we're pre-gridding and energetically kind of co-weaving. That's one of the themes for Limitless Creators. I'm just the person who sends out the email invite, but really it's kind of a community within a community where we all just basically get together in a very high frequency container and just kind of co-channel together, exactly like what you saw here as we started, just kind of like catching up with one another. All of us are like friends. We've met some of you in person, and if we haven't met you, or this is the first time, looking forward to really weaving with you on a very like intimate and high frequency level. So welcome in, so happy. Definitely please reach out to one another, collaborate in the Telegram. Some of us just came back from Egypt. We were there with JJ like mid-September, the first part to mid-September. And then the second theme of today is, along with the kind of theme for October, where JJ is talking about quantum restoration. We've kind of been tapping into it for a while, sort of like since Egypt, but definitely after we landed back, in this reharmonization frequency. And quantum reharmonization To me, they're both great frequencies. I'm always searching for kind of like the highest, most aligned frequency available for our community so that we can anchor that in and then kind of co-activate that with one another. So we'll kind of basically I'll have Leni's going to drop us in, and then we'll open sacred space together. I'll kind of guide us through a guided meditation where we'll drop in, and then after the guided meditation, we'll just open it up popcorn style, and we'll just kind of chat about what came up for you, whatever you want to talk about, basically, because I really like kind of the co-channeling frequency. So this container, this space is here for you. We are in service of one another. We're here to essentially model for one another and share that kind of embodiment frequency. So I will turn it over to Leni. Can you guys hear the music, by the way? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, thank you. And I'll just start by sharing the themes that are coming up for me as we think through and talk through these ideas of, weaving with the Galactic Children, weaving with the Galactic Historians, weaving with the continuation of this frequency of, bringing, the way I see it is really bringing in the universal unified Akash. And as I've grown and learned and developed over the last year or two, I've seen lots of different levels of Akash and different records, and thinking through like the different galactic races, galactic families, like each there's different levels and layers of Akash, because every living thing, the way I understand it is every living thing has its own personal Akash, but then like there might be a cultural Akash or a planetary Akash or a star system Akash or a galactic Akash, and each of these different layers and levels have their own unique flavor and frequency. But when put together is when we really start to see the richness of communities building upon communities over the course of time. And so a lot of my own personal work lately and stepping into Egypt and then calibrating after has been about this idea of bringing all of these Akash together in one like grand library, almost this open source feeling, kind of anybody can come and tap in and access the universal records, but it's really a level of restored knowledge and wisdom beyond like what we currently know, because we know that our histories and documentations have been altered over the course of time. And so really restoring that wisdom to the original organic blueprint, truth beyond measure, everything that is pertinent information, not just pertinent, but like all the information. And then that's, I think, part of our own personal journeys is learning the discernment to know what is relevant and what is not in any given moment. But the importance of having all of the information at the table just can't be understated. And so, in line with those themes, and another thing that's been coming up lately is the theme of anchoring deeply and restoring the depth of connection with our own like central nervous system, and really building and cultivating that relationship. And so we were drawing some cards for the themes of today, and this is what I was picking up on was the theme of just going deeper with our own inner process and really anchoring into our energetic roots in a deep way, it's like an invitation to deepen the trust as well, because as we up level our awareness and our consciousness, we know that we're doing it on a personal level, we know that we're doing it on a collective level, but there's also layers in between. And so something that has stepped forward for me in the last week or two has been this idea of maybe the resistance that we feel. It feels like resistance in the field, but like really taking a deep look at that, because it may be some resistance within the body, because as our consciousness up levels, we are asking our body to come along with that, and we may have some cellular memory attached to that resistance of, the trust of knowing that we are aligned and on the right path, and that it's safe to really deepen our awareness through all layers, levels, and dimensions of us. And so really opening our physical vessel to that invitation for deeper trust, and allowing the respect for the journey, the energies of acceptance and forgiveness and compassion and all those things that we talk about as being important, but really allowing those energies to reflect for us where we are and where we are needing to shift or go next in order to not only fully embody that divinity that it is that we bring to the table, but in doing so, it allows us to really open the door wider to flush out the things that no longer serve us, the anxieties, the resistances, the anything and everything that kind of keeps us hung up or, dodging in a way that full embodiment. And so with that in mind, I just want to focus on our central nervous system as we connect in with the breath. Taking a couple of deep breaths in through your heart space, anchoring in your physical body, and reminding yourself that it is safe. It is safe to be. It is safe to be me. It is safe to feel, to express, to love and be loved, to anchor our divinity into our cellular memory, knowing that in this journey we take together that it is safe to feel and be comfortable to be yourself and your whole self, that your higher self has got you and is always guiding and directing your path. So just breathing into our heart space, into our central channel, into our column of light. You can feel free to move your body, stretch as you breathe and anchor into your space, getting comfortable. Just imagine your breath flowing into your heart space, breathing a little slower and deeper than usual, bringing up a feeling of gratitude, joy, confidence, and inner comfort. Taking that feeling of unconditional love and bringing it down your body, down through your roots, down your legs and out your feet and into your Earth Star chakra. Just anchoring that feeling of love and acceptance as you send it all the way into the crystalline core of the planet, the heart womb of Mother Sophia, connecting all layers, levels, and dimensions of our multidimensional awareness across all that is. Calling in all of your parts and pieces and aspects to be present in this moment here with you now. Breathing them in through your soul star chakra and allowing those energies to filter in through your central channel. Allowing them to connect in with that unconditional love and that presence that you are anchoring through your grounding rod, through your roots and your energetic cords. Allow them to sink deeply all the way down this path you've created till they reach the core of Gaia. And as you send love down that cord, you start to feel it reciprocate. The energies of Sophia sending you the perfect frequency that is aligned for you in this moment, sending you love, collaboration, and co-creation. We weave in this beautiful field together, just anchoring in that feeling of gratitude, setting the intention to expand our connection and the depth of trust with our inner central nervous system, and allowing that gratitude to radiate through our central nervous system, through our body, through our bones and blood, through the plasma in our marrow, through our fascia, and through every layer of our energetic body as well, radiating in full 360 degrees as we amplify our light individually and weave together collectively. Sitting in this gratitude with a sense of ease and calm and peace in our hearts. As I turn it back over to Fateboi to continue our journey today. Thank you, thank you. I'm complete for now.
Yeah, thank you so much. We're just going to continue to settle into this space together, bringing your awareness into center. Let's take a couple breaths. I really want us to kind of get into our body. We'll do some 4, 7, 8 breaths here. It'll be a 4 count in, so sharp, deep breath. You can breathe white radiant light into the crown or soul star. We'll hold for a 7 count, and then we'll exhale for an 8 count. And we'll do about 3 of those breaths. So it'll be 4, 7, 8, white radiant light into the crown, hold for 7, exhale for 8, and you can breathe out through the root, breathe out through your grounding cord or earth star chakra. So whenever you're ready here, 3, 2, 1, sharp deep breath into the crown. Hold for 7, squeeze, suck your belly in, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the exhale, side buzzer hum out through the root or earth star. Ha. Make a sound, let something go. You can take a recovery breath. Settling into our body. One more breath. 3, 2, 1. White radiant light into the crown. Sip at the top. Suck your belly in, squeeze. Pushing that cerebral spinal fluid against your pineal. Side buzzer hum, focusing on your third eye. Letting something go here. Take a recovery breath. I'm going to do one last breath here. Whenever you're ready. 3, 2, 1. Right radiant light into the crown. Biggest breath yet. Sip at the top. Hold. Suck your belly in, squeeze, activating your root lock. Focus on your pineal gland, side buzzer hum, releasing. Turn to a normal breath. feel free to grab any crystals. I want you to settle in here, candles, cards. Continue to breathe in here. Maybe find some like little movements. You can shake, do some yeses or nos like this. Yes. Nos. We've opened our sacred space together. Just welcoming in the frequency of our galactic architects, our galactic builders. We've been channeling with our galactic harmonisticians. Harmonisticians have come through really loud for us, inviting in our record keepers, personal Akasha keepers as our galactic witnesses in this space. Welcoming in your inner child. Any other guides or helpers into this space as well. Taking some time here to call them in. And before we get started on the journey, I want you to take some time here for your own personal intention. So setting your own personal intention in this space. The way I like to do it is calling forward my own personal intention and then breathing that intention in through my nose, out through the mouth. So take a moment here and call forward that personal intention. Knowing that your intention is powerful, your intention builds your reality. Bring your awareness into the physical body. As you breathe, you can lower your gaze, close your eyes if that feels most aligned. Notice any sensations in your nervous system, within the physical body. Now send your awareness to the mental body. Checking in with our mental body, maybe you see a color. Moving to our emotional body, our emotional field. Seeing what's coming through. Perhaps maybe what's loud in the body. You can do some tapping on the body too. You can do heart, collarbone. Just bringing your awareness into our body. Sending your awareness into your heart center, the higher heart, that space above your heart, in between the throat chakra and your heart. Maybe even put your hands on your heart chakra, your higher heart. Moving our awareness down to the solar plexus as well. You can do one hand on the heart, one hand on the solar plexus. Just being fully present here with our body. Letting our breath guide you. Letting our body know that we are safe, that we are here fully present with our body. Releasing our day. You've done enough for today. You've done well. And then taking a moment here to give gratitude to our physical body. As you're taking your breath in here through your lungs, you can imagine your breath as pink or green radiant light representing love. And then start to breathe that light into all parts of our physical body, sending love to all parts of us. Now imagine yourself there in your room. Continue breathing. Allow the scene around you to shift, morph, sending your awareness up and out of your body. We're going to travel now together into the heart of our local sun. So sending your awareness out and up towards our sun, and we're going to travel to a space called the Sun's Radiance Room. Sun's Radiance Room. You can imagine this space within the sun. This is a fully calibrated crystalline chamber. You can imagine it as like a room, a sanctuary space where we can gather together, well calibrated, surrounded by infinite codes of light, maybe even threads of golden plasma. And when you find your way into the Sun's Radiance Room, I want you to find your own private radiance pod, or room within this space. So this is a cozy room just for you. In the Sun's Radiance Room, filled with plush pillows, soft fabrics, luminous floors. This is your cosmic sanctuary. This is a space just for you. Designed perfectly for you. This is yours. You can start to look around your room, noticing the decorations, settling in. And within your personal space here in the Sun's Radiance Room, you're going to look around and you're going to find that there's a spacesuit hanging up. It's been waiting for you. The spacesuit is a gift from your ancient future self. You can use the term higher self, oversoul. For now, we'll say ancient future self. This spacesuit has been crafted just for you. It fits you perfectly and it's encoded with light. Go ahead and try on this really cool spacesuit. And one of the many benefits of this suit is that it will enhance all of your clair abilities. It increases your clair vision, allowing you to see much more clearly. Hearing, smell, your inner knowing, and your feeling by an additional 20 to 30%. So feel free to put it on, zip it up. It can look however you want it to look. This is a gift from you to you, and feeling that shift, feeling your senses start to come online in a very quantum and expanded way. Finding your breath now, after you've settled into your new really cool spacesuit, to drop yourself in. Getting comfortable in this space, opening yourself to whatever epic adventure awaits. If you need to find some movement to support the body, that's okay. Feel free to tone, hum, buzz, sing, speak light language, whatever naturally flows for you. We're going to use this to kind of calibrate ourselves together. Yakokotiaka atwa otiaka. Siena o fo ti sisiana ata at oko o tisia to. So just kind of calibrate yourself into the space with your own light language. Sing, hum, buzz. You'll hear me speak light language, but really it's about your light language. Your toning, your frequency is going to help calibrate you in this space. And as we're singing and humming and buzzing and speaking light language together, in the center of the Radiance Room, our sounds weave together in an octave that becomes a signal. And in the center of this Radiance Room, you can see a prismatic toroidal portal begins to form in the center. The portal spirals with colors and lights, sacred geometry, and you can even notice some plasmic threads weaving into this kind of prismatic toroidal portal in the center. Feeling into this, you begin to get the feeling that it's beckoning you to step forward. So have you just feel into that. Feel free to continue toning, speaking light language. And when you feel ready, I'm going to have you step into this toroidal portal. And once inside of the portal, I want you to start to look around and see what you can see as you feel yourself being transported. As you're being transported, you can notice that on the other side, you'll come to a place where you'll land, where you'll settle in. It may be a place or a space. And then once you've arrived in this place or space, start to look around and see what wants to be witnessed. See what's around you. Maybe it's an etheric temple. Maybe it's more of a library frequency representing the Akashic or the unified Akashic. Or perhaps it's something much, much more abstract, and that's okay. In this space, know that you are safe. Know that you are fully supported. Know that you are always sovereign in this epic adventure. Look around. Feel, sense, breathe. Begin to explore in this space. Now, we might not have all landed in the same space, and that's okay, because wherever it is that you landed, know that you are completely safe and exactly where you are meant to arrive. This is your own personal side quest. It's your own personal choose your own adventure. Start to look around now and see what is starting to come through for you. You have your new fancy spacesuit on, so all of your clair abilities are strengthened. Use those abilities to perceive this area around you now. Know that your guides have traveled with you there in this space, and they will accompany you on this journey. Once you arrive to this space or place that feels most aligned, feel free to enter into this place or this temple or find a central area. Beginning to orient yourself here. And if it's much more abstract and you don't see a space or a place, maybe it's just a frequency or colors, know that that's completely okay too. We're going to take some time here as we arrive to attune ourselves into this space. I would like for you to sing, buzz, hum, tone, whatever it is to calibrate your body into this space. Kia ko oto o kia na atia ka ati shusho o ko hoti hian ta ati sisiana atar. Kia ta o tia ki shisho ko kia ka ara ki shoko. Asking your guides or record keepers to step forward and help with this attunement as well. Ki sisiana ata atio ko Hoko oti hisiana ata ar. Hisisiana. Hisishoko otiyaka a hiyaka ho. Maybe find some movement if that's helpful for the body. Kiana to oti. Hiyaka. Once you are fully attuned into this space, we'll ask that any pertinent soul aspects join you in this space as your witness. Our record keepers or Akashic guides step forward if that's pertinent for you in this space. And then once you've arrived and started to settle in, I want you to find somewhere that's comfortable. Maybe it's an elevated place that you can sit or lounge. You can look for a chair, or maybe there's like a pod area or a bench that you can get comfortable, like reclining into. Or as a quantum creator, a limitless creator, just create a really comfy space for you to kind of sit or lie down within this space. At this point, we'll be calling in a field of quantum flow to stabilize you and your physical body and grid the area around you here. And within this space, we will calibrate, activating the frequency of our quantum reharmonization together. Feel free to call in your own personal guides as well to assist you. Also call forward your soul aspects who are skilled manifestors or epic adventurers. And lastly, we'll welcome in the Galactic Harmonization who will oversee and guide us through this process of attuning to the quantum reharmonization frequency. Call forward the most aligned soul aspect that is ready in the now moment to assist you and who will also witness you in this quantum reharmonization process. Welcoming them in, feeling them step forward and holding the field around you as well. Now that you've settled in, fully arrive, taking the time to settle into that field of quantum flow and allowing the gridding to stabilize your physical, your mental, and your emotional body. Continue to tone or sing or hum or buzz. I'm feeling a little bit of calibration here. Breathe, take some deep breaths, solar plexus, and heart. Yaku Otu. And from this calibrated space, we now call in the field of quantum reharmonization. This field will stabilize your nervous system, grounding your energetic bodies, and calibrate your entire system to the highest frequency of what you are ready to receive. Setting the intention that what we receive is in our highest divine alignment, calibrated to the crystalline diamond template and above. At this time, you can imagine a large pillar of light sending your awareness above you. This pillar of light starts to lower down from the sky or from the ceiling above you. And it starts to bathe your body in a large quantum pillar of violet and pink plasma light. Letting that quantum pillar of violet and pink plasma light, that quantum reharmonization frequency wash over you now. Once again, inviting you to self-calibrate, hum, buzz, sing, tone, whatever it is that your soul wants to express to help with this process. This frequency knows exactly what to do. Slowly starting to breathe your intention here from earlier as you are surrounded in this quantum reharmonization frequency of violet and pink plasma light. As it begins, you can start to feel it as it balances, attunes, clears, fully aligns, calibrates, and lastly, fully integrates, all at the level that your soul is ready for in this now moment. Yaku Otu. There's nothing that you need to do here. Hianata Aku Otiya Tisha. Just breathe, open to receive. Yako Oto Otiya. If you feel that you are fully calibrated, reharmonized, you can simply just raise your hand or nod to your guides. Knowing that you are seen. Continuing to breathe. Starting to let yourself rest here. Anchored, aligned, harmonized. Releasing that quantum pillar of the plasma light. And you can start to kind of bring yourself back a little bit here from that reharmonization frequency. I want you to kind of take some time here while we're in this space to look around. You can invite in the Galactic Children and your inner child to play and explore with you, letting them just kind of go. Is there anything that you may be searching for within this space? Maybe it's some higher wisdom. Maybe there's some knowledge, perhaps, that you'd like to pull up. Also, this may be a good time to pull up any contracts as well, since we've kind of gone through this reharmonization process or frequency. And does anybody want to pull contracts while we're here? You can just type into the chat or let me know. If not, we don't have to do that, but I think it's a good space or place to do that if that feels aligned for you. Rachel said Light Freedom Ring. Well, I'll kind of talk you through it if you feel like you want to pull some contracts up while we're in this space. And then we'll kind of shift. You can take some time here to pull up the contracts. They can look however you want them to look. Sometimes they look like lights, books, actual scrolls. Mine look very digital. That's just how they look to me. So while you're in this space, feel free to pull up any contracts that you feel may need to be revisited, especially since we kind of talked through this quantum reharmonization attunement. Once you have those contracts up, you can set them into automation, or you can do them kind of one by one. I like to kind of do the contracts that I pull up as like a group. That way you don't have to spend a whole lot of time like thumbing through, or, you know, we don't have to like overthink this. And you can just repeat after me if this feels most aligned for you. If you have those contracts in your kind of mind's eye and your attention, you have them pulled up in front of you within the space that you're at. You can just kind of repeat after me. I now announce, pronounce, and declare by divine decree that I revoke any contracts, oaths, or fealties, ties, known or unknown, that do not serve my highest divine purpose. I fully dissolve them now by sending them back into the 0 point, into the void, to be alchemized and transmuted. Any further attempts to access my field is now fully revoked. They are rebuked and removed at this time. Any further attempts will be dealt with swiftly and accordingly by my guides, with the assistance of my council, and higher self or oversoul. All right. That feels good, feels complete. As we prepare to shift and return back here, just sending deep gratitude and thanks to all those who assisted us in this space. Feeling that gratitude and breathing it in once again through your physical body, through your suit, through the sun's radiance room, and through the quantum field. And as we prepare to close out here, I want you to find a space that you can get comfortable in once again, so that you can relax into whatever meditation, whatever spiritual practice that you use, whether it's breath work, meditation, somatic yoga. Find a space here that you can get comfortable and settle into whatever that is, breath work, meditation, yoga, somatic. And starting to shift your awareness back now as you are settled in there, gently allowing the scene to shift and beginning your return home, traveling back through that portal, back into your own personal radiance room. And now gently returning into your physical body. Fully arriving in the now moment. You can keep your eyes closed, bringing your awareness back to center, bringing your awareness back into your breath, bringing our awareness back within our chakras, anchoring into that grounding cord, anchoring into that quantum pillar of light frequency where our physical body is at. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. And you can slowly start to come back in whatever way feels most aligned for you. Feeling like heart, neck, nape of the neck, wing chakras. If that is you, send your awareness into whatever space or place wants to be witnessed. Put your hands there like I have my hands. There's a little bit of crown, but mostly it's heart and nape of the neck is what I'm feeling. And just breathe into wherever that space is in your physical body that wants to be witnessed. You can call in your galactic harmonization as well. Hiana, Hishoko Oto, Hiana, Hiaka Oto. And we can just listen to the music, and I would just, whenever you feel like you can speak or share codes or share light language, I would just really love to hear whatever it is that's on your heart, what feels most aligned for you. But take your time. That was a pretty potent adventure slash guided journey slash quantum reharmonization activation. I always loved the Galactic Children. They're so fun. They like to like play and explore, channel. Their psychic abilities are just off the charts. Welcome in, Rachel. Yay. So glad you could join us. So yeah, we can go popcorn style. Whoever wants to chat, just please unmute and chat.
I just would have joined in because you called my name and I was still midstream, but I'm like, okay, I just want to say hello because I've missed y'all because I've been traveling and it felt important to be here. Yes, yes. Um, there's a, I'm in the project, right? So there's a lot coming in and has been streaming for a while. But what I received was interesting because you mentioned the contracts and I was in the space, but I was getting pulled up higher, and it was more of like a declaration and like as like a herald type of thing that is like let all all life, but like what I kept seeing was like elements like crystals and the earth and like any and every bit of life, right? Um, that they're allowed that their contracts can be redone too and that they have their own sovereignty. So that was a lot of what was streaming in for me, and I was just very much in nature. I was in like I was with like the guardians like in Yosemite and these sequoia trees and these boulders. So I felt like that all was very resonant because I was just like, hey, who knows what's going to pop in, but that is what I've been receiving and also gritting. And the confirmation was that you started talking about contracts because that's literally what was going on in my experience and is still streaming through and still having like bodily like sensations about that. So I don't even know if I have this is the best my human has of words at the moment, but there was a like when I wrote let freedom ring, like that was like the message that I was receiving that everyone is free and everyone can be reminded that they are free, right? Um, whether they were forced against their will at some point or not, or how people code crystals. They're like, I'm going to get this crystal and I'm going to dedicate it to this. And it's like, did you check the contract? Like at all? Type of thing. And not to be like that, but like that, it's definitely been a moment in my life where I wasn't doing that, right? Like, like I wasn't thinking about but I always picked in my alignment, but still, you know what I mean? That was what was surfacing. So there's just a lot of reharmonization, recalibration, and also like upgrades, but very, very pure, like very pure. The light is bright and diamond sun, like radiant pure. Um, Yasetea na kasato shikikiata tea ya na asiato tea na kikia satoya asia sato kasia na shidoya asikukoya na atea la utaya sa asata toka adni kaya titu atea atea shodaya kata usata shitava no yokosa ate. I am complete for now. Thank you.
Yay, we love you, we miss you. So happy to see you. Thank you so much, sister, for bringing that forward. Yeah, I can tell that yeah, I love that frequency, just feeling into it. All of the kingdoms, all the crystals, the rocks, the minerals, trees, the boulders, the grass, all of the elements. So powerful. Yeah, I just want to witness you in all of your majesty, for all of the amazing gridding, your amazing channel, the architecture that you're anchoring, the frequency that you carry, not just personally but collectively as well, all of the templates that you're weaving to. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so powerful. Thank you so much. And your partner too. I can tell that you guys are a team on many different levels, so it's, even if he's just holding the field, like that ability to hold and anchor and ground the divine feminine is so crucial, so critical. The synergy that comes from that, and then that embodiment that you are modeling together for all of us is very, very important. And I can tell that you guys are doing big things. So really, really happy to weave with you, really happy to feel that frequency in the weave, in the grids. Yeah, really, really potent. So yeah, please share with him how grateful we are for him too, even though we don't know him, and I'm sure at some point we'll run into him in the real life. So
Yes. He grids more than he knows. And this recent trip, I think he was starting to pick up on, oh yeah, like I'm gridding. I'm like, because he's like, I feel like this over here. I'm like, yes, let's follow that. That's not just some random thing coming into your mind. So he's been gridding this whole time, just not understanding that but he's very connected. And yeah, we did a lot. We did a lot of good work and a lot of good witnessing and just connecting. But thank you. I'm just so grateful and an honor as always to be with all of you. But any moment we all get to weave is just a blessing and a celebration for me. So thank you. I wanted to just witness that. So thanks.
yeah, we love you. Thank you so much again. Really, really happy to weave with you, and yeah, all the things. There's not a lot of words because it's yeah, you know, there's many different ways to communicate, and the English human words is something that we're working through, I suppose.
I got something that was related to what Rachel was talking about with the dolphins specifically. Actually, I've got a whole slew of cards that are falling out so far from the Pleiadian Oracle. And when she was talking about contracts, dolphin play came out along with forgiveness and Gaia. So I think there's multiple ways to interpret that, but I thought that was interesting to just reflect and witness as we were talking about, weaving together and witnessing each other and resolving or reharmonizing or realigning certain contracts, not just for ourselves individually, but also witnessing that for more of the collective elements, the elemental elements. And the other things that have stepped forward are universal knowledge, star royalty, remembrance through the enlightened gut, Lightning Boy and the Crystalline Grids through the Dream Time, and Sacred Union transmission through the Galactic Core, through Light Language and the Quantum Heart. So I just wanted to reflect those themes. Nothing more is really falling out beyond that. So
Just all that, Leni? Just nothing more than that? Like, because that's a lot. It's a beautiful amount. But I want to confirm that's what all the like in the soup of my channel. Yes, and I was talking about dolphins today with Erica because she just returned from Egypt and I got to talk to her for 25 minutes, and that was something she mentioned. So I just want to give her a little bit of credit for adding that into the room for sure because it was in the threads, and yeah, yeah. Yes, we're all weaving. It's beautiful. And what an amazing list. When you were reading those off, Lenny, I felt like it was like a game show. Like, here's the correct answer. Like, here's your prize. So thanks.
thank you for witnessing that. I just put it in the chat too, but telepathy portals was another one. And yeah, so thank you for bringing in the Mintaka energy because that's like hits very close to home for me too. So appreciate the opportunity to witness that.
I also would like to share something. So, I was always wondering that what is this quantum restoration is about. So I felt the meditation that Galan led is very powerful. So I think in the very soon, maybe by the end of this year, there is going to be a quantum leap of the planet. And so the planet is going to raise the frequency by a lot. And most of us are going to have a quantum leap too. So we are all going to restore to our blueprint of our five dimension, 7 dimension ourself, or someone will go to 9 dimension. So I think that might be what this quantum restoration is about, to restore our original divine blueprint to the higher dimension. And so recently I just felt like my head was all stuffed and my crown was like splitting hurt. But after glance quantum reharmonization, I felt much better. So I think I'm going to go back to your meditation to do it a few more times in the future when needed. And so it's really powerful. And also with ritual that we are going to go to Egypt together in November. So I'm really excited about it. So I felt that we might going to open the vault in the Sphinx. But anyway, do something with the Sphinx, that's the library for something. So I'm really excited. And also with the Divine Union Secret Reunion, lots of people are having their secret reunion happening. So I'm all very happy for all of you who also had this. That's my share.
Yeah, that's so amazing. Thank you so much for bringing that through. Natalia said, I saw Phoenix in meditation. Christina said, LOL, just that. Sprinkles of profoundly rocking, rather expanding. Woo! Yeah. I'll just put a plug for you guys too that we're going to be doing a pre-gridding call for all of our friends that are going to Egypt with Natalia on October 27th. So if you can put that on your calendar. That's the Monday. That's the best day that feels most aligned for everybody. Erica just got back from Egypt. We're sending off Rachel and Aurora, Melissa, who was in here earlier, Natalia, and I'm sure there are others that are in the community that we're weaving within the field will be going to. So I'll put that out, but we're gonna do an Egypt pre-grid call on the 27th, and then White Wolf came up big during my Yosemite trip. I was in the White Wolf Wilderness. Natalia said spirit animals are Phoenix and White Wolf. All right, nice. I'd love to hear from anybody else.
Would you wanted to say Genevieve or Genevieve? I'm just kidding. This is the inner child that wants to play with that. But yes, I would love to share. And I love, Aurora, that you talked about the Sphinx and the Egypt, because this is where, for me, the meditation. Oh, sorry. What's that?
Oh yeah, you're okay. We can still hear you. Oh, I think
Sorry
you
about that.
There you go.
Yeah, so thank you, Laura, and thank you so much for that beautiful meditation and to brought to us in such a great state. It was amazing, and I love that because I could see each and every one in your kind of sometimes galactic beings, like the way that you are, and in that space that we were, and then with that cool suit that we could wear. It was so fun. And I could, when I landed into the desert, and then when I tune in, I saw um, pyramids, just like the pyramid in Egypt, but it was different. It wasn't from Earth; it was from another space, and it was like it was connected to them. So I kind of tune in, and I could feel the transmission from those pyramids to the one to on Earth, and how they were connecting. So I already felt that it was a kind of a healing place, and a place that, yeah, we could rewrite things. So I was very glad that you went, Faith, to that energy uh, tread for that, because it was very aligned for what I was experiencing. And inside, I could see the pods, and I was inside the pyramid. It was all black, but we were kind of in pods, but like not facing each other, but more like from behind like that. And it was all geometry, and for me, it was Hatter that was there, and she rewired all that recalibration that was so on point too. And what I saw, it was how Leni was talking about the nervous system, and how Misty was talking about the time, but they told me there was a link to the nervous system, because time is like more like a frequency that is keeping our nervous system to always a hype, like some always on the edge. And this is a lot to do to yeah, are overwhelming, and to not be just calm, and not just be aligned to the frequency of the, let's say, the heartbeat of the earth. And for me, the what happened, it was more like a rewiring of this overwhelming of frequency of time in my nervous system. And it was such a relief. I felt so much calmer, and it was so soothing to have like that rewired. And I am so thankful for that, because I think that this is also a pre-gridding for, because I saw that the space between us was just gridding that new possibility to the earth. So I was very happy that we did that. So And I think that's about that for now. So thank you for having me. And yeah, it was amazing. Thank
Yay!
you.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you here with us. Thank you. That's amazing. And it was interesting because I'll just speak real quick because I want to hear from everybody else. But I was channeling just before we got on the call, as I'm kind of writing some stuff out just to have like guidance. And I saw pyramids very distinctly, but I specifically didn't put it in kind of the guided portion because I'm basically want to leave enough space for you to build your own universe. And so if I say pyramids, then it's going to be pyramids. So I'm really just saying you'll hear like I'll say temples or Akashic space. I'm just leaving it open for your quantum creator, your galactic harmonization, your galactic builder to basically craft that quantum space for you to kind of sit and be held in as you activate yourself. Because we're really just here to hold the space, to hold the field, to act as a catalyst. We are all fully capable, fully activated, fully harmonized. And yeah, I just love that frequency that you guys are bringing through. So thank you. Go ahead.
And about that too, it was when I know that we're gridding, like in astral, for me, I'm just speaking personally, because we haven't co-created a lot. I know that this is all aligned as a group when I can be in that moment, and then you and the narrator or the one who's channeling the meditation as you were, Fate, it's just happening. It's happening like, okay, let's find a place to sit. I just was thinking about finding a place to sit down to. So every time that I am in the meditation and seeing that happening at the same time, I know that we are aligned as a group. And was very, very fun. Thank you. So this is my, and also the superpower of my suit was I could go fast into space time. It was like, oh, I'm here, I want to go there, and there was no time or space. So I like, oh, this is an ability. It's our own ability that we can travel to space and time. So that was very interesting. I find it today too.
Like what Aurora was saying, the quantum restoration. Like that's where I went when I was dropped off or beamed out. It felt like it was kind of like Himalayas, or like you said the word temple, which I liked your direction of just leaving it open because it turned into this like clouded temple, like we were sitting in clouds and creating like your soft space. Like I was literally in a cloud, and it was like the nervous system kind of resetting that.
Yes. I couldn't hear it. What's up?
But yeah, I think there is this big like quantum
Yeah. Okay. Where's your grab the iPad? We'll turn the TV off. Say goodbye to TV.
Bye, TV.
That's kind of what I got. But that we're in this like nervous system recalibration. I feel like everyone was in this, like you were saying, with the time and the anxiety of just like being in this, I don't know, like everyone's in this like nervous system, fight or flight, sympathetic, like have to get things done. So it feels like we're all in this kind of catching up and recalibrating to like, what is this like quantum rest or restoring of the original frequencies of resting our body. A lot of clouds. I'm confused.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm really happy that you were able to, find this really kind of quantum space to activate in. I wanted to. I think the goal in the beginning was I wanted to kind of get us together in the sun's Radiance Room, and then have us each go on kind of our own epic adventure or side quest, but still weaving in the field together, still kind of like holding this very like quantum space. So that was the goal. So I'm really happy that you enjoyed it. Christina said, so much is words are swell, but feeling this is so much more fun. I'm so grateful for you all. Your lights shine and seeing so much love and wisdom, and it's exciting to be here. I love my mentee and family in the room, being calm and ecstatic and connecting with you all while we're traversing, weaving, and witnessing. That is fun, and yeah, so fun. Yeah, I love that. And was it above Kailash? Rachel is asking, I think, is that your cloud? She's asking, is your cloud area above Kailash, maybe?
I don't know what that is exactly, but it felt like it was really high mountains, like high frequency, a lot of like white. If anyone knows, wants to help grid this, but
Yeah, that probably is Kailash. Kailash is on top of the mountain, is always covered with snow.
yeah, there was snow.
Yeah, that probably is Mount Kailash.
Okay, that feels right then. That makes sense. Super high frequency. It felt like so white. But I did love your sun portal. It's amazing. And the suit.
Yeah, definitely. We've channeled the suit before, so feel free to keep that frequency of your suit and put that on whenever it feels like most aligned. Most of the time I forget to put it on, but you could even set an intention just to have your suit on like full time, so you get your Claire abilities upgraded 20 to 30%. It came through in the channel a while ago, so definitely feel free to use that however it feels most aligned to you. I'll post the playback too into the Telegram so that you guys can tap back in whenever it feels most aligned and walk yourself back through these activations, this kind of quantum reharmonization. I like that JJ brought forward the quantum restoration. Oh yeah, she wants a picture on the Telegram. And it doesn't need to be mutually exclusive either. Like for me, quantum restoration goes hand in hand with quantum harmonization. They're kind of like two peas in a pod. Like I think me and Leni were talking, and like in the frequency of unity consciousness, in the frequency of like the law of zero, like we're always trying to because it's like reharmonization to me kind of implies like there's something that needs to be fixed, so there is like a little bit of like verbiage where it's like yes, maybe in some ways, but also as a limitless creator, quantum creator, we can call anything into completion. We can call all of this from the 0 point, from the void into the now moment. We can weave with all of our friends that aren't here currently, who are just happen to be watching the replay. I definitely feel that there are others joining us who aren't currently here, and I know Misty and Melissa had popped in earlier. Definitely missing all of our friends, so yeah, just welcoming them in the field the most aligned way.
Okay, hi. First time here. So, I've met some of you through JJ's Light Beaver. I'm so happy to be here. And in continuation, apparently, from the last gathering with JJ, when I went to the meditation, I went up high, so high that I don't even know where I was at. But the dragon language starting to come through, and it was so pure white dragon. And I've never seen that dragon before. I've never worked with that energy of dragon, and it just come through so quick, so fast, and very strong. And then it's almost like going through my crown chakra, but beyond my crown chakra when it was speaking through me. And then all of a sudden it breathed through down and then into the serpent energy, and then my serpent language starting to come through. It's almost the so above, so below connection. It's just threading through. And it was so quick. And when I finished, I just want to stay down here. But every now and then it's trying to come up to this dragon, and I don't know. I don't know if anyone has ever felt that before, but it was such a rush. And with that, I'm complete. Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. That's really cool. I love the dragons have been in the field pretty loud for me more recently um, than usual because I mean I do work with dragon frequency, but the last few days like I've seen them, like actively seen them in my channel, which is a little bit unusual for me because I don't typically channel directly the dragons. Most of the time I'm channeling with the children.
That is interesting you say that, because some of your language, Faith, it brings out the dragon in me. You sound very draconian dragon. Like it's spiking almost energy, which ties to my past life of the draconian dragon. And I'm just so grateful for you. Every time you speak that frequency, I'm happy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely I definitely have some of it in my light language. My light language is kind of it's changed even since I got back from Egypt, and it's gotten um yeah, it's a soul light language, so it's a combination of all of my remembrance frequency, and as I remember more, it changes the dialect just ever so slightly. So even JJ had mentioned she had heard it before, and she had heard it post, and I've even noticed myself too that. So yeah, and this is just, I love that we can all reflect for one another. That as you get activated and you come to these calls and you really start attuning yourself and your frequency and participating in spiritual community. It doesn't have to be in community, but like we are in the community together. That's why we found one another. That's why JJ is the convergence point. She is that kind of like meeting point, and then we all kind of like get together in community, and you'll notice all of these really cool frequencies starting to come through, like your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, all through your auric field. It'll come through your language. I can hear it as everyone here speaks. Like I'm not just listening to the sound of your voice. There's frequencies that come through. I can hear higher versions of you speak to at times. Like I'm attuned to the actual like tone, and some of you I speak more often than others, but I love co-creating with every single person here. So yeah, when it's very very like super quantum, and like I said, it's more than just the human words. Rachel knows this. All of you guys know this. Like even when we're not talking, we're still communicating in the field. We're still communicating telepathically. We're still transmitting like through our hearts to one another. There's so many different ways, but yeah, light language is a very very amazing way to do it. So yeah, thank you for that.
And actually, I love that you brought that today for the light language because we kind of use it. But I was thinking in my community, in where I live, to just open up little circles of light language just to make that activation around me, not just with people that already, got that, but opening up to, it's not that I'm a professional for light language, but just to activate other people to their own language or to activate that beautiful tool that we've got. Thank you for saying that.
Yes, we had the same thing. Literally, this just happened last week where we were in person speaking light language, and a bunch of people were like, "Hey, we want to channel. Hey, we want to hear light language." So yeah, I'm really happy that you reflected that, because it's coming through more in the field now, is that it's amazing that we can co-create online, but how about we get together and we activate one another like in spiritual community in person? So yeah, I just want to say how grateful I am for every single person here. Thank you guys so much for showing up. This call typically goes to 2 hours, almost to the dot. So maybe I'll turn it back over, but I just wanted to, I've spoken with a lot of you about, and will continue to co-create in the Telegram about, the Galactic Children specifically are very loud in the field. So many of you have messaged me wanting to further co-create with the Galactic Children. We're definitely going to get a call series going. Like, that's going to happen. Just trying to figure out what is the most aligned time. And I don't think I talked to Natalia about this because this is your first call, but we've been trying to figure out a time that works for people. And if it isn't a time that works for people, maybe we'll just do a call series on Limitless Creators specifically, where we'll just bring them in. But you'll hear continually that I will bring them forward, or other people will bring them forward. When I say Galactic Children, I'm invoking all of the Galactic Children. So that's Indigo, Prismatic, Rainbow, Hybrid, the Dragon Children. Because what happened before is I forgot one of them, and then when I didn't say their name, they got really sad. So I just say Galactic Children now. That includes all of our inner children as well, and then any children that you have that we have collectively who aren't incarnated too. So I'm definitely welcoming them in, weaving with them in the most aligned way. So yeah, we got a few more minutes. I can turn it back over to Leni for closing thoughts, or anybody else that wants to speak something into the field. But it's going to happen. It's absolutely going to happen very soon. So just weaving that, grading that, that we're going to get together and channel. And in the meantime, weave with the Galactic Children in your channel daily. I know that all of you guys do in many different ways. I channel them daily, and they want to co-create with us in a much larger way. So thank you so much.
Well, I just want to say what an honor it is to witness all of you and to weave with you, and thank you so much for being present and for sharing your frequencies and your channels and everything that's coming through for you. It's really satisfying and I was gonna say satiating, but like it really feeds the soul, like having like an aligned group of people that come together just to witness each other and to receive those synchronicities and confirmations in the field. And so thank you so much for taking time to be here with us. We love every single one of you that's watching this. And I just want to go back to that heart-centered breath for a moment as we prepare to close this container for today. Breathing into that central channel, your quantum pillar of light. Honoring everything that stepped forward for you individually and everything that was shared here in the weaving of our frequencies. As we resonate with our like-minded soul tribe, soul family, we just appreciate the opportunity to come together, to resonate with one another. So breathing that gratitude up through our channel, up through our heart, sending it around the room and all the way back to source, completing the circuit within us. As we amplify that resonance of gratitude through our bodies, through our central nervous system, through all the layers, levels, and dimensions of our energetic bodies, through the galaxy and through the cosmos, through the universal unified Akash, as we share and resonate together in this beautiful library, beautiful experience we call life. Thanking each and every one of our soul aspects that came to play with us today. Thank you, Mama Gaia, all the grids and the different geophysical locations that stepped forward to be witnessed. All the dragons, all the elementals, all the children. Just anchoring in our up-leveled awareness. The energy of unity. Our inner sacred union. Bringing all that energy through the galactic core as we hone in on these upgrades together. Calling all of our energy back to us, cleansed and cleared, fully transmuted. The energy that was not ours, we release it back to source to be alchemized and transmuted and kind in the highest alignment and the highest good of every all. Breathing in that gratitude once more as we prepare to gently release this container, and can't wait to see you again next week. Thank you, I'm complete.
Yay, thank you. And we'll just do a quick plug before we let everybody go. Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Leni hosts Grid Play. We do Galactic on Tuesdays. Thursdays we do Planetary. I can shoot you guys the link because I have your email addresses if you're interested, and I can also, well, I can't add you into the Telegram until I have you in the Limitless Creators Telegram, but if you join the Telegram, I can add you directly to the Telegram, and the link is pinned in there. But I'll send out the link to Natalia. I think everybody else is in the actual Telegram. I think she added Jean-Pierre, Devin. I know Rachel and all of them are in there. So yeah. I don't know if time-wise it works out for you. It's kind of short notice, but we will. Okay, yeah, there you go. Grab that link right there if you want to join the Telegram. Anybody have anything else before we hop off here? Feel free to unmute.
I have a million things streaming in and have been related to this project, but like I didn't want to take up the space because there's just a lot. So like it's related to the galactic gridding. I just kind of sent it to our little Telegram, me and Leni's Telegram. Like it's about the galactic gridding from July 29th and how it weaves into what's going on in Australia and New Zealand grid work, but I don't have all the words for it, but I just wanted to name that and put it in the fields. And anybody, I think, who's connected to Galactic Good Work can like go back and find those in Otters or other playbacks in the Telegram. So saying that in case that is something somebody wants to connect with, because we did a lot of work on that grid call, and I received many confirmations that that is all resonant. So I just wanted to name that because yeah, why not? It's related. So thank you.
Yay, absolutely.
Evening.
Absolutely. If you can make it, okay. And Cindy, Leni, well wishes. She's going to be traveling as well, so she's going to be mobile here coming up very soon. So it may be a mobile grid play. Grid play is a little bit of a different frequency. It's much more co-channeling. Essentially, like the entire call is co-channeling for the most part. Sometimes we will do meditations, but it's very, very interactive. We try and keep this one interactive too. I think it is pretty interactive, but there is a little bit of a structure. But either way, sending you guys so much love. Really, really happy to see you and look forward to continue weaving with you. And of course, we're going to talk to you all very soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a
Love
great
you.
night. Love you too. Bye.